Hi, everybody. Tammy Ebright here with Tara Zerker of Successful Ads Club. Tara is an amazing, wonderful lady. She is this quiet presence that is very centered and patient with all of the people that are trying to learn how to do their own advertising. And I'm super grateful for her and being my guest today. Welcome, Tara.
Hi, Tammy. Thank you for having me. This is great to be here.
Thank you. I put her bio in the description, but I asked her a couple questions beforehand, and one of the things that she really loves about what she does is just seeing her members get amazing results. And her alter ego is super coach mode. And I know that I have totally seen that on more than one occasion. And I'm super grateful. She's going to share tips for your Facebook advertising and today. So, Tara, what is the best advertising strategies for 2019?
Oh my goodness. I love this question, Tammy, and I love being here with your group and your audience. And this question obviously has been coming up a lot in the last few months. And so it's one of my favorite things to answer. Honestly, so I don't know how many who are watching live or on the replay do Facebook advertising or have experienced the power of digital advertising. But before I go into kind of what the most powerful techniques are, it's important to talk about, why Facebook or why advertising in general is so powerful. And I think anybody who has built their business beyond, I firmly believe, and Tammy, you're the referral queen, so I'd love to hear your ideas around this, but I think you can build a $500,000, even to $1 million company on referrals. Mm-hmm. Not every industry, not every company can do that, but if they do it very effectively, I think it can be done. Beyond that, you have to start utilizing the power of various types of marketing, and advertising is one of the most powerful types of marketing in order to do that. What I love about advertising is you have all the control. When you're advertising online with Google ads or Facebook ads or LinkedIn ads, we love Facebook ads because they're still a massive bargain for small business owners. When you are advertising, you get data right away. You know how your offers are landing. You know if people are interested. You know if your messaging is on, is spot on, or if it's not working quite well. Like, you get all this rich data with which you can improve, in a much quicker fashion than you used to be able to, say, with print. With print, you used to buy spots in magazines, $3,000. I was working on a Wall Street Journal project a few years ago, $100,000 for a full page placement. And it was kind of interesting, that project, in fact, because the company that I was working on this with, they said, we're so frustrated with putting out these ads in the Wall Street Journal, 100,000 a pop, and we just don't know how it's going to do. We have no predictive, we have ads that have worked well, ads that haven't worked well. And we said, well, why don't we put it on Facebook ads? Let's build out the Wall Street Journal offline readership as an audience. And let's test out a few different calls to action, a few different copies. Let's test out all of your top performing images and maybe some other images. And I can't remember exactly how much we spent, maybe $1,000 total, testing all those different elements. And they placed, their best ad in the Wall Street Journal, and they had their highest ROI from that particular outlet ever. It was the highest ROI by 10%, which for them was huge. I mean, that represented millions of dollars of business. So just being able to kind of get your stuff out there, see how the market's responding. Sometimes the most valuable pieces is see what they're not responding to, right? What images are not working, what headlines are not working. Okay, people don't like this. They don't like when we talk about our product this way. They like it when we talk about our product this way. And so advertising is so effective. So going back to that 2019 question, the most powerful strategies, I'll just kind of share top level. The most powerful the way that small business owners can really get ahead of their competitors and just get ahead of the curve, bring in more leads, is number one, retargeting. So retargeting is just getting more and more and more important. You kind of want to build up this little cyclone of expertise with your advertising. You want to buy up the news feed. So when people get on Facebook, they see more of you, more and more and more and more of you, not less of you. You want them to see more of you. You want them to say, this person really is the expert and I really do have this problem. I would love to work with them. So retargeting, and then obviously, and Tammy, you know this, but I teach, testing, 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 testing. And the biggest mistake that small business owners make, and I think they're going to see a very strong impact if they continue to make this mistake in 2019, just because of certain algorithm changes and whatnot, is not doing a complete and thorough testing with their copy, their imagery, their headlines, and even some other little things they can test too.
I love that. I love your testing that you teach. I think that that is it's super important, and it helps you to not spend a ton of money all at once and you're like blindly not knowing what is turning people off, or hey, people are attracted to my ad because of this, but not this. And so you got a really good gig going there on your stuff. I really like it. And I could say for sure that looking at your numbers every day when your ads are running and seeing that, it's super helpful to have that information coming to you so that you know where you're standing versus just blindly, hey, let me put this out there and, we'll just see.
Yeah. Oh, 100%, 100%. It is, my opinion, Facebook advertising in particular is the best bargain for small business owners. And it's also the quickest way for them to gain control on their revenue. Now, is there a learning phase? Yes. And is there with any advertising effort, any marketing effort, you're going to have your fair share of, ads that don't work, concepts that don't work. Again, the failures that you learn from, but it's probably the cheapest way to generate a constant source of leads for yourself and that you control, right? And so where you're able to control that lever. And you've got to master your messaging, you've got to master your audience. Once you get those two things mastered, then it's just a matter of how much volume can you handle effectively.
Very cool. Very, very cool. So what is the average cost of ads on Facebook right now?
So different. Depends on the industry, of course, and what your objective is. But I would say if you're driving people, let's say to a webinar or training, anything like that, anything under $8 is looking pretty good these days. If you're driving people to something, let's say it's book a quote or a consultation, that cost can be, depending on if you're a brick and mortar business or if you're an online business, anywhere from $30 all the way up to $200 or $300.
Wow.
So great example, if you're a roofing company and a big storm just washed through your area and there's a lot of roof damage, you might see your cost per free consultation or free quote could easily be in the $30 to $60 range. If you have a business, and we've got some gym owners and things like that in our company, this is a beautiful time of the year for them. They're seeing their cost per, somebody booking their first free week or first free class or 3 classes or whatever. Those are coming in really nicely right now. People are obviously spending a lot of time thinking about resolutions and looking better, feeling better, all that good stuff. So it's kind of depends on the time of the year. It's seasonally dependent, but it also depends on your industry and your niche. If you're booking Botox appointments, I've worked with so many spa owners. Those can be, anywhere from $15 to $30. And if you're online business and you're booking discovery calls, consultations, etc., maybe you're a coach or consultant, or even maybe you offer, financial services. I guess I would put that under the consultant. But anyways, those can be a couple $100. So it really just depends what your objective is and how much commitment you're asking from people. Are you asking them to show up in person? Are you asking them to book out time on their calendar? Are you asking them just simply for an email so you can send them information? You know, as you ask for more and more, obviously those costs are going to go up because people have more to consider. Do I really want to get on the phone? Do I really want to show up? Do I really want to drive across town? So there's more for them to consider. So those costs are going to be reflective of that.
And that's when the retargeting comes in important. So in case, so they don't forget you, like if they were interested at some point, then you might need to retarget them so that they can come back and, oh yeah, I liked that.
Yes, exactly, exactly. I love retargeting so much, and you don't want people to forget you. You always want to be top of mind. You want to be known as, you know, the only expert that they see in their newsfeed. And to do that, it's retargeting, retargeting, retargeting. Absolutely.
So what do you see is the future of lead generation?
Yeah. Okay. So if I'm thinking about, you know, kind of thinking through those things we just mentioned, so retargeting is 100%. I think advertisers and small business owners are getting more and more savvy to this all the time. And the mindset shift there is they go from thinking, I don't want to bother them. I don't want to be, you know, keep showing up as the only ad they see. I don't want to pop up in their inbox too often. And, you know, I'll tell you, the most successful businesses have the opposite mindset. They say, I only want them to see me. If I, you know, if I could, I would make it so I was the only person they ever saw on Facebook. They want to be the expert. They want to be that foremost person in their news feed. They want to be, you know, in front of their ideal clients all the time. And even small businesses, you know, as they start to sophisticate their marketing strategy, you know, they want to be in people's social media feeds, organic and paid. They want to be in their mail. They want people to be sitting down at night and opening up, you know, mail from them that they do or do not read. Remember, there's also power in somebody just saying, oh, this company, I've seen them around a few times. And even if they toss it in the recycling bin, guess what? You're top of mind. So even if they're not reading your flyer or your mailer word for word, you're still top of mind. They want to, you know, they want to be on the billboards as you're driving down the street. Like the companies that have this, the right mindset, they actually are trying to be everywhere. They're trying to be top of mind for you, their ideal client. And so really shifting your thought there will make retargeting and you know, being everywhere, that will make that so much more. You'll understand why, and it'll be more aspirational. And if you think about your own purchase behavior, by the way, you guys, you are buying from the companies, the coaches, the consultants who are top of mind for you. There's a lot of people you've seen that you've seen one thing from them, and guess what? You don't even remember them right now. It's the people you've seen 10 times, 12 times, you just see over and over again. Those are the ones that in your minds are the experts. They're the ones that you want to be learning from. And so that's kind of the mindset shift there. So just the future of lead generation 100% is that retargeting, buying up the news feed, being, you know, everywhere, and also just evolving your messaging. And as you start seeing people come through your programs, as you start, you know, getting on your own calls where you're doing free quotes or consultations, you're learning what their objections are, you're writing down what they're saying. You know, maybe they're confused about parts of your marketing, or maybe they don't even know what it is you do, even if you get them on a call. So just making sure that you're always evolving that messaging to be reflective of the feedback that you're hearing. The smartest companies out there, big, small, doesn't matter, mid-market, they are constantly getting this feedback. They're looking for trends and patterns. They're looking for common words and phrases, and that's what they're taking back to their marketing, because they want to have their ideal clients and customers relate to them. The best way to relate to them is to use their own words. And so just making sure that you're always evolving your messaging. Whenever a small business owner is having troubles with their funnel, if they have a really good product, right? The product is proven or is proven in other markets. There's only two problems then that you can have. One is a messaging problem. One is an audience problem. Most people have a messaging problem.
Right.
You know, it's like the clarity, the outcomes, the benefits, who this is for. And so just making sure you're always evolving those elements of your advertising are huge. And then also just kind of what we're talking about, you know, adding to your funnels, making them more sophisticated, refining your emails. If you're noticing certain emails where people aren't opening or aren't clicking, go back in and test those, refine those. You're always working on optimizing your sales flow, your sales process, how you bring people into your company, and how you convert them into raving fans.
Well, and what you said there takes me back to the whole in sales anyway, you know, it's that whole person that is going to be the most successful is the one that is able to touch people multiple times, 6, 8, 10 times versus the first time. And then, you know, oh, I called them, but then that was it. But the person that's going to be the most successful is the one that is going to be consistent and going to stay in front of people. And that's the important thing.
Yep, I completely agree, Tammy, and couldn't agree more. I mean, and you know, is the people who stay consistent and who keep up their touch points and their follow-ups. Those are the ones, in the end, those are the ones that win.
Yes, yes. Well, I have really enjoyed being in Successful Ads Club and the interaction with your team. Everybody is so positive. I know that you've been running some specials out on Facebook. Is there anything that you want to talk about with that?
Yes. So, and I believe, do we have a special link, Tammy, we're going to give everyone? Or I can send one over?
But you can send one and I can add it up there for you. Yes.
Cool.
That would be cool.
Well, yeah, absolutely. So we do have our, right now, through probably the next few weeks, we do have a promotion of lifetime membership getting in for $59 a month. Our actual public rate is $197 a month. And so it's $59 a month for the next few weeks. And then our prices are all about to go up because we're releasing our 2019 training, which we're excited about. And it's going to be just incredible. So we can absolutely send over a link that people can explore if they're interested.
I would love to share you with people because I think that everybody will get a tons of value out of that, and really enjoyed you. I enjoyed meeting you in person and little Miss Hazel. And thank you for being a guest and sharing your knowledge with my people today. And for our pre-call coaching that I was blessed to receive, thank you. If anybody has any questions or wants more information, we will add a link later on to this live. And thank you, Tara.
Thanks, Tammy. It was a pleasure. So good to see you.
So good to see you.